Hi, welcome to What the Flick. It is Hollywood's biggest morning because we're here talking about Oscars, which are on Sunday night. Hooray.
Hollywood's biggest morning is when we talk about the Oscar night.
It really matters. I'm going to get dressed up for this to sit on the couch and tweet and make fun of them. So what are our thoughts? Best Picture could go a lot of different ways, I suspect. What do you think is going to happen Best Picture-wise?
The Revenant's a solid favorite. You got to bet 200 to win 100 on the Revenant.
The gambling part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the gambling part of it's not wrong. I mean, so you want information. You know, these guys don't make mistakes.
Right.
Some of these, like when we get to Best Actor, over.
Right.
Inconceivable that anything else can happen. But Spotlight is about 3-1. Big Short 7-1. That's the three. Those are the only ones with any chance at all. Big Short obviously just pulled off that significant upset at the Producers Guild, which is what brought it from one of the also-rans into the third position and a possibility of winning.
It's tough to predict this year because all of the early indicators, they're all over the place, right? It's a lot of times you'll see, oh, okay, Critics' Choice and PGA line up. That means that's what we know what's going to win or what's likely to win. But it's all over the place. Revenant's won some stuff. Spotlight's won some stuff. Big Short has. So it's really hard to predict. But I think you're right. I think ultimately it's the Revenant. But not 100%.
No.
It's not a gimme.
No, and if you were looking to make money, and I am, like the Big Short, after winning the PGA, if it's still 7-1, that's not a bad bet.
And that's what I'm picking.
The Revenant's, the Revenant's you're picking. You think the Big Short?
I think the Big Short's going to win. I'm not saying I want it to win. In my magical dream world, Mad Max wins everything the entire night, and that'd be amazing. But I suspect that there might be a bit of a split between some of these top contenders. And so the Big Short wins. The PGA thing helps with the Big Short. I think there's a relevance and a resonance to the Big Short. It matters. And it doesn't.
Bernie Sanders is helping the Big Short.
There you go. It does something really tricky, though, because it takes this very dense nonfiction book and makes it like this rollicking, fun feature film. So it will impress people on a lot of levels for that reason. I don't think anybody actually likes The Revenant. I think The Revenant feels like an inevitability.
I'm surprised. I mean, when I saw it, I really did not think. Same with it's funny. Here, these are two movies that are never. I felt the same about The Revenant as I did about The Artist. I finished watching it and I thought, oh, that was nice. And then 10 days later, I'm told, oh, this is going to win Best Picture, and I'm like, you're joking, really? You know, I liked it, and it was. But it's as we said in our review, it's a tough watch, The Revenant, tough watch.
The weird thing about this is people that I know who are Oscar voters or are married to them talk about how a lot of times with Best Picture, what they wind up voting for is the movie that they felt the best afterwards, that left them on an up note, and that's not 100%. I mean, 12 Years a Slave, obviously. There are films that challenge that theory, but a lot of times go for the one, go for the King's Speech over Social Network, the one that leaves you sort of uplifted. And I don't know that either The Revenant or The Big Short falls in that category, although I do agree they are the leading contenders. I know, Brooklyn or Mad Max or something.
Brooklyn, but I mean, to me,
or The Martian.
The best movie to me, as I've said before, in the last 3 years is Spotlight, and that left me exhilarated, totally exhilarated, feeling great about what journalists can do and how they can change things for the better and the difference they can make. Look what happens when their job is done and they're mandated to do their job well and the ability to do their job well, they can make big differences. So I was exhilarated by that. That's the second choice. That could definitely win.
I love Spotlight.
Yeah, Spotlight, Spotlight, I hear you guys on Mad Max, but still, too much driving, too much.
If I was voting, I'd vote for Spotlight. I'm with you. I personally think it's going to be The Big Short.
Yeah,
that's what I'm predicting on Gold Derby.
Yeah, that's what I
really.
That's
all right.
Too.
Well, then I'm gonna throw a little money on The Big Short.
I suspect that Spotlight may only win screenplay.
It may.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, no, I think so
I think
too.
It's a great movie. Okay, so we are all split ways. Did you make your pick on Picture?
Oh, yeah, I'll say Revenant just because I
which totally negates the thing you just said about the feel good.
I know, but it's because I have not cared about the Oscars for a long time. I have never not cared as much as I don't care this year.
I'm gonna pick the Spotlight. I said the Revenant's the favorite, but that one's the only. It's interesting, and I'll go with Spotlight.
But you're betting on The Big Short.
But I'm betting on The Big Short. I think it will be The Revenant. I'm picking Spotlight. I'm betting on The Big Short. So I'm going to be right either way.
Glad that's clear.
Okay, so then director then.
Bridge of Spies wins. No.
I think there's going to be a split between picture and director because I say Big Short wins, but Iñárritu wins director again.
Yeah, this one's over. You got to bet 700 to win 100.
Yeah.
The DGA is a good predictor of that.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing technical achievement. I think we're all sort of like,
Of all the directors working today, that he gets Best Director 2 years in a row is just like.
I I can't remember who was the last.
Really?
Who was the last guy to get Best Director 2
Oh,
years ago?
somebody, some
Manischewitz, something?
That's right. I think that's what it. So all about Eve, Letter to Three Wives, Joe Mankiewicz. So so whether he wins or not, we get to tweet about that. That's the good thing. Like either first since Joe Mankiewicz still the only one. I think he 1 to 7.
Hashtag Mankiewicz.
What I'm hoping is that because that movie shouldn't win Best Picture, is that I'm hoping that split like makes people comfortable. Like
Right.
I'm going to give it to Iñárritu, and but then I don't have to vote for the movie.
Okay. And so, what do you think, Matt? Also Iñárritu?
I could see Adam McKay maybe sneaking in, but I think it's Iñárritu.
Okay.
How
All
amazing
right.
that Adam
I
McKay
know.
gets.
So we all
Oh
agree
no,
on
George
this.
Miller would be the amazing.
That'd be amazing.
Well,
George Miller's
I
the
would
second
love
choice.
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't.
That'd be
I wouldn't
great.
count
7 to
him out.
1.
Okay, so actor, we all know it's going to be Leo.
Yeah.
1 to 50. $500 on Leo
you
wins
$10.
$10.
Well, and your
10.
and your
And your
500.
500 back. You'll profit $10. It's amazing.
Okay.
So that one's over.
Thus putting him in the category of all the people over the years who deserved Oscars for a long time and then finally won it for the wrong movie.
That's right.
It's like
that's right.
Denzel winning for Training Day, right? it's very similar to that. Okay, so actress, Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Same thing. 200.
And that'd be great. I'm happy about that. That's
200
awesome.
wins you
don't care?
10.
She's the one thing in that movie that I think is okay. So
Right,
whatever.
movie's
great.
I don't.
Movie's
Alonzo
I'm not.
is still heartless about
I'm not down on Room the way y'all are, but
I love the idea of Charlotte Rampling. I think her just being nominated.
I was
great
super excited about her until she opened her mouth.
I know, but then she said it was misinterpreted and it was French radio. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know. It did not sound good.
No.
Okay, so
But it was
Brie
she
Larson.
had the wherewithal to realize that it was
Oops.
that it was so. How do we pronounce Ronan's name? How are we?
Shirsa. Saoirse or Shirsa?
It was on a radio.
Saoirse.
He's a radio show this morning, and they asked me, and again, but I just used her last name, and they're like, "So how do you pronounce her first name?" And I was like, "Guys, can you not see I'm avoiding this?"
Right, Saoirse.
Saoirse.
Okay. And she's
She's
lovely.
second. She's 16 to 1,
lovely.
but Brie Larson wins. Yeah.
Okay, great. So supporting actor.
Sly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's easy.
But again, it's way less overwhelming than it is for the other choices. He's 1 to 3, which
Okay.
means 300 wins 100. Mark Rylance, who I think should win if it were based purely on
merit.
merit.
Yeah, but that's not how Hollywood works.
Especially not the
But
Academy.
I don't mean to not. Sly was great. He was great, and so it's not. If he won, it wouldn't be like a.
He's our Christopher Plummer this year.
Right,
Older
right.
Academy members will be like, "Hey, wow, you can still be relevant after 60. Sign me up."
And he's really good. If you
Yeah,
recall.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not, and I'm not sliding him. We're just
You're sliding
sliding him. No,
would be
we're
my-
talking about the Oscars. We're not talking about quality.
So it seems like he's going to win, but Mark Rylance wouldn't surprise me.
I think he was your
but I
front
think
runner when it came out, right? When Bridges Spies came out, we all thought Mark Rylance would win.
yeah,
And, then
And
there
he
was
won
kind of
like
this love
he
for
swept a lot of the critic awards. And
standing man.
But that sentimental favorite
Sure.
for Sly
Yeah.
goes a long
But it's
way.
not, but also yes, it's sentimental, but it's not like Christopher Plummer. Like everyone doesn't love Sly. He hasn't ingratiated himself to the Oscar voters over the years.
no.
It's not quite the same.
But he's
He's doing it this year, though. He's saying all the
yeah.
right stuff and
Anyway,
doing all
he's
the right things.
he's 1 to 3, and Rylance is 3 to 1. Everybody else was a long shot.
Okay, and then supporting actress. I've gone back and forth on this. I thought for a while it'd be Jennifer Jason Leigh. I now think it's Alicia Vikander.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that she's had a lot. She's kind of the it girl right now. Like everybody, she's had 3, either critically acclaimed or at least high-profile movies outside. Also had Ex Machina.
we
Also
all
was
love.
in
Man from Uncle.
which is
she's
not
very-
great,
She's,
but
she's very good.
I just saw
good
Man
in
from
all
Uncle. Totally dug it.
Right, yeah, it's fun.
Totally
It's really
dug it.
fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
And
So,
she's good in it.
She was in Burnt, but the less said about that, the
Yeah,
better.
she's and I think Ex Machina is like it would help her. She's 1 to 2, by the way. She's the favorite. Kate Winslet at 7 to 2 is the second choice. Then Rooney Mara at 6 to 1. But Ex Machina is like the anti Pluto Nash, like because you could even, like you could make
dug
it.
deep.
Wow, that's a deep cut.
But you
yeah.
could argue.
2001.
But you could argue
If
that
not earlier,
that
yeah.
helps. That like she's helped by the second movie. That like but she might even have been better in that movie. Maybe the nomination
Right.
should even be for that movie.
right.
Which
Yeah.
we gave her the award for at LAFCO.
right.
Gave it to her for Ex
So
Machina.
okay, she's like when Dennis Hopper got nominated for Hoosiers the Year of Blue Velvet.
That's
It's-
right, that's right.
The other movie is
Yep.
yes. I
So
hear
do
you.
we all agree?
Yeah, I think she's
Yeah.
going to win.
Yeah.
Although it's competitive, and Kate Winslet, super.
And
deserving
if there's
always.
gonna be a surprise upset in any category, supporting actress often winds up being that Marissa Tomei category.
But it also
Surprised
goes
that-
to the young up and coming person supporting actress.
True,
does,
but there's a
right?
couple in this category. Rooney Mara is also one.
But
so.
that would indicate that there was something for Jennifer Jason Leigh if there was the wouldn't it be nice to give her one because she's done such sort of yeoman's work, sort of often unappreciated for a long time. She's 40 to 1. I was with you when I saw it. I thought, wow, she's going to be a leading contender.
I don't know how much old Academy members know of a lot of her.
Yeah, I'm sure that's right.
Did they
More
not see
interesting
Fast
work.
Times?
I don't know how many of them saw Last Exit to Brooklyn. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, is there any one category where there's something that you're really hoping for to happen?
I would be perfectly happy to see Son of Saul win Best Foreign Film.
think it will.
I like that one a lot, and I think it's the favorite.
It's what's the other one that might with the French one? What's
Mustang.
Which is
yeah.
excellent.
Inside Out, by the way, is you have to bet $2,000 to win 10.
Nice.
Oh, it's really good.
2,000 to win 10.
I do want to point out, I think that, look, if you're filling out your Oscar pool, I think Mad Max is going to sweep the technical awards,
Yeah.
and I think it's also probably going to get editing and probably production design. So I
But
think
it
it's
won't
going
get
to go.
cinematography.
No, it won't
Damn
get
it.
cinematography, but it's going to get a lot of stuff.
Is Roger Deakins going home empty-handed again
Yes,
this year?
he is, because he keeps going up against Emmanuel Lubezki, who will win again
Oh,
for the
so
third
that's a
year
hat
in a
trick.
row. Third year in a
Wow.
row. So yeah, my buddy Roger Deakins. So yeah, so tune in or don't. Just
No, tune
follow
in.
it on Twitter.
It's fun. Also, it's got to be, if you're not interested in what Chris Rock has to say in light of
That's
everything
true.
that's happened,
Yeah.
That's the main reason to tune in.
then you don't love America.
Yeah.
In which case, go see Gods of Egypt.
Right. Bye.